Hello, and it's good to see you again on VTV News. I'm Linh Hương from Hanoi, and here are the headlines. Luzon Islanders determined to continue fishing despite China's illegal deployment of an oil rig in Vietnam's territorial waters. Stock market anticipates state-owned enterprise shares sales. Now, China's illegal deployment of an oil rig in Vietnam's territorial waters has directly affected the fishing grounds of fishermen in the central region, including those in Luzon Island district in Quảng Ngãi province. However, Luzon's islanders are determined to continue fishing.
Nguyễn Lộc has been fishing for 18 years, and this is the first time he has come home empty-handed. His boat was attacked by a Chinese ship on May the 7th when he was fishing in Vietnamese territorial waters. His boat's engines was destroyed and all communication and fishing facilities were wrecked.
The Chinese vessels chased us to catch us, but I was determined not to let them catch my boat. After that, a vessel drew back and then rammed at my vessel body, breaking the sail and skewing the boat. My crew all fell off from the boat.
This fisherman is famous for his bravery. His boat has been seized, detained, and chased by Chinese ships in Vietnam's fishing ground many times. However, he has never been more determined to go back out to the sea.
China doesn't want us to catch fish here, but I have my own determination. This area has a great potential of fishes, and this is Vietnam's sovereignty.
Tang stays at home only 2 months a year. His family is very happy during that period. Fishing is a hard and dangerous job. However, Tang's wife has never suggested he gives it up, since they all have a love for the country deep in their hearts and determination not to give their traditional jobs up.
Now, thousands of Vietnamese expatriates in the Czech capital of Prague and German capital of Berlin took to the street on Sunday to protest against China's violation of international laws.
About 3,000 Vietnamese expatriates from cities in the Czech Republic gathered at the Chinese embassy in Prague to protest against China's deployment of an oil rig in Vietnamese territorial waters. Many Czech people also joined in the crowd. Leaflets were distributed in Vietnamese, Czech, English and Chinese about China's act of aggression and included calls for China to immediately withdraw its drilling rig out of Vietnam's waters. In the German capital, thousands of Vietnamese expatriates also demonstrated against China at Potsdamer Square.
We came here to raise our voices and demand China leaves Vietnamese waters. It was a Chinese act of aggression to deploy its oil drilling rig outside its territorial waters. We stand by you to oppose this act. The world will also know, and you will be strong, and China will have to withdraw.
Vietnamese in France, Belgium and the Netherlands and other countries in Western Europe also held protests against the Chinese actions.
Exotic Vietnam is an intriguing blend of many charms. This land is where all manner of stunning landscapes await like a visual feast, rivaled only by the beauty of its people and their abundantly rich tradition and culture. Here is where you can relive the past in richest color or live it up in the bright lights of the big city. With so much more to offer, Vietnam is simply unforgettable.
You're watching VTV News for the latest updates about Vietnam. Now, 24 state-owned enterprises have successfully completed their initial public offerings, or IPOs, with about 1.4 trillion dong, or approximately $65.8 million since the beginning of this year. Many auctions have attracted a great participation of both domestic and international investors, offering a positive outlook for the equitization of more state-owned enterprises.
After the equitization in the first quarter of 2014, Civil Engineering Construction Corporation No. 4, or Cienco 4, recently organized a shareholder meeting with the participation of nearly 1,500 attendants. We have three major investors, including the Tuấn Lộc Construction Company, HSB Bank, and the foreign investor Vina Capital Fund. It shows that foreign investors have paid attention to our company, and our IPO proved a success. According to the Hanoi Stock Exchange, during the first 4 months of this year, 21 SOE IPOs were successfully carried out, with 9 sales proving a complete success with all their shares sold.
The stock market has witnessed a positive trend during the first quarter of this year. Investors have expressed more interest in the market while the macroeconomy has been more stable. Despite the fact that the enterprises have faced a lot of difficulties, their business activities have picked up.
According to investors and economic experts, another factor that has obviously accounted for successful share sales have been the fact that these SOEs have actually been profitable. Vietnam's garment and textile sector has many advantages, which has helped local businesses to achieve a good growth rate in this difficult period. Another example is mobile phone. During recent years, mobile phones business has been quite good, and they have enjoyed a good growth. In the coming time, the Hanoi Stock Exchange will carry out public sales for Cienco 8 and a number of port management firms. By the end of 2014, the stock market is expected to thrive with the sell-off of stakes in Vietnam Airlines, Mobile Phone or Vinatex Steel.
The Ministry of Industry and Trade, or MOIT, reports the textile and leather and footwear sectors achieved impressive growth in April with numerous export contracts. MOIT statistics reveal that garment and textile export earnings reached over $5.9 billion by the end of April, up 20% compared to the same period last year due to large numbers of orders. The textile sector maintained high export growth in its traditional markets such as the United States, Japan, Belgium, Germany, and France. Exports to some niche markets also increased sharply, including Chile, Israel, Greece, and Poland. Furthermore, an economic recovery in key export markets, especially the EU, has helped fuel Vietnam's export growth. Many domestic enterprises have to date signed contracts to ship products abroad until the end of August. After 1 week of stiff competition, the champion of the Robocon competition was finally selected. The closing ceremony of the event on Sunday wrapped up the competition.
Overtaking 30 outstanding teams from universities nationwide, LHNVN and LHDCN Blackcomb University clashed in the final match. It proved a dramatic encounter, and the two teams' robots remained largely neck and neck through the various trials. Finally, the LHNVN team's robots snatched the winning flag. We are delighted. We played with confidence and remained calm despite the tension in today's match. The 7-day event was characterized by drama, tension, and joy, and the crowds attending the event fully enjoyed themselves.
This is the first time I have been in such an enthusiastic atmosphere like this. I feel so thrilled now. It was a dramatic battle. The love for technology and robotics inspired not only the competitors, but also everybody here, ranging from organizers to judges and spectators. I think anyone with an interest in robotics must have wished they were here at Khánh Hòa Sports Center today.
The Vietnam Robocon champion will represent the country at the Asia-Pacific Robocon contest in August. Robocon has run in Vietnam for over 13 years, inspiring young people to develop a talent for technology.
The third Hoa Phượng Đỏ, or Red Flamboyant Flower Festival, commenced in Haiphong's Opera Square on Sunday. The festival, already in its third year, aims to promote the image of Haiphong, a city with proud history and consistent economic development. At the opening ceremony, a special arts program took place, showcasing the city's cultural significance, strengths, and potentials. The festival opened with Cat Ba Island receiving a certificate recognizing it as a special national heritage site. Cat Ba not only has beautiful natural scenery, but the islands also hold rich cultural and historical values. Last year, Haiphong successfully organized the National Tourism Year in the Red River Delta. This year, the city continues to develop tourism and other economic activities through the third Hoa Phượng Đỏ Festival. Ha Long Bay 1994 in the northern province of Quảng Ninh was recognized as a World Heritage Site, was recently recognized as a top destination at mymodernmed.com. The breathtaking bay is filled with a dense cluster of over 1,600 limestone monolithic islands, each topped with thick jungle vegetation, which gently rise out of the ocean. Among these islands, you can find hidden lagoons, beautiful beaches, countless caves, and unique grottos of all shapes and sizes, places just waiting to be explored, the site reported. U.S. magazine Business Insider previously released a list of 100 trips you must take in your lifetime, and Vietnam's beautiful Ha Long Bay was included in the list. The bay has also been cited as a vision of outstanding beauty and one of the world's top 10 Valentine's Day getaways by U.S.-based National Geographic magazine. And before we say goodbye, let's take a look at our updated weather forecast. And that wraps up our news bulletin at this hour. Many thanks for watching. If you would like to get more updates, go to vtv4.vn. And for now, goodbye from Hanoi.